Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Aztec aggression in Europa Universalis IV. So I've spent some time looking around at trade a bit, and I do think that doing that move was the right choice, but we need a lot more boats. The issue is that we have no provincial trade power in the Caribbean at all. So when it, well, we have 2.2. So it's pretty much all based on boats, and we need a whole lot more of them to actually apply pressure. A bunch of these guys are getting... You know, look, Hispaniola got 144 from actually having land. Like, got some issues there. We're going to have to force the trade north and continue to consolidate trade power in this node so that we can actually prevent this bleed off for 4.75 and 8.73 ducats are being bled off toward the old world. And then, of course, there's another 9.4 ducats here. So we need more trade power in pretty much all these nodes, which is going to be fun. It's going to be fun to continue to strangle them of their income. Right now, Great Britain's making 77 ducats a month from trade. By comparison, we make 130 total. Like, they're making so freaking much. 87 for France. Only 55 for Spain, because it looks like Portugal's taking most of it, which is kind of funny, actually. But if Portugal ever gets integrated by Spain, Spain is just going to become a real monster. But I do appreciate the comments in the last couple of videos because, why is this not a colonial nation, by the way? Surely he has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, when that one finishes, then we'll have another colonial nation down there. But anyway, I appreciate the comments because clearly, yes, I'm right. You're right. I'm sorry. The reason why they haven't declared a declaration of independence on Spain is because we're allied with them and defensive calls go out first. So if they were to declare war on Spain, then I would defend against Portuguese Brazil, even though I'm supporting their independence. So, yeah, so we need to break our alliance with Spain. And it makes sense to do so anyway, because France is not colonizing up here, which means we're never going to be able to get France into another war with Spain, or at least not anytime soon. I think that we break the alliance, and we see what happens. Right now we're fabricating claims on all the things. We cannot wait. I'm going to cancel that one. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we break that alliance. Probably should have done it before some of our treaties of supported independence got removed. There was one of them. I don't remember which one it was. Probably like Portuguese Peru or Rio de Prata or something. I mean, these guys have a liberty desire. Why won't you let me support you? Distance between borders? Yeah, whatever. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Portuguese Brazil. Come on. It's time, man. Break free. Fortify Lanap. Defeat rebels. We have rebels? We do. We've got this whole thing. I was expecting that eventually they would kind of, you know, move. Okay, that's being handled. And this other one... Got five years or so. If they don't move soon, I'll just train some more boats and I'll have to do a naval landing. We've got like 10 boats right now, which is not really enough to handle the naval landing. Probably need 20. We will just fortify Lanap, I think. Okay, how are we doing on money? Damn diplomatic expense. Yeah, there's some comments as well a few videos back, people saying that I should have, you know, continued to fight against Great Britain. The issue, and this was pointed out in the comments, so I do appreciate that as well. The problem was that we don't have naval supremacy against Great Britain. It's not going to happen. And the capital of Vinland is Eriksfjord, and it was already sieged. So we were going to end up in a situation where we had negative war score, and there was nothing we could do about it. And Vinland was going to peace out eventually anyway. So I'd rather not waste my troops and money reinforcing them on fighting Great Britain right now. There we go. That's what we wanted, actually. Good, 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 good. Which means we should be able to grab just a few guys down to there. Okay, that's just a native revolt. Well, that's going to bring the natives under control pretty quick then. We barely have any real revolt risk right now. Alright, looks like those guys have finally been completely relocated. Glad to see that. So yeah, we're going to get some claims. I'm still waiting on Portuguese Brazil here to, you know, declare independence. You are loyal. It might be because it's Portuguese Brazil, and they are a subject nation under Portugal. And Portugal, it could just be this weird thing where they're not willing to declare war on Spain because, or not on Portugal because Portugal is in a union under Spain. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. Alright, we can afford to lower maintenance now that we are not fighting any rebels. I don't believe we have any actual active rebellion. Nope. Okay, another corps to do. By the way, have we started all corps? We have not. Okay, we'll do that one now. And we do have, I believe, a spare colonist, which, yeah, we're just going to continue to colonize, preferably somewhere up in this region. There's one province up here, but that's in Chesapeake Bay, but we'll take it. Which means that we have an army over here. One of these guys that doesn't need to be defending anymore. Let's have him go and just help out with one of the other guys. That seems fine to me. I was also looking at like this trade node here. It doesn't matter, 100% is coming out. We're happy with either direction. Steering it this way, again, I'm kind of surprised that we don't get the caravan power. I could swear that the Ohio node is inland, but whatever. If we do end up with a majority of control of the Caribbean, I might send the trade that way, just so that it goes... Well, actually, it'd be 1, 2, 1, 2. It's 1, 2 either way, so... Probably still is better to send it inland. It's not inland. I don't know why I keep saying inland. It's clearly not. Otherwise, we'd be getting the inland trade bonus. So we're gonna have a ton of manpower, like ludicrous amounts of manpower. I would be very happy if these weren't just peasants. Like if we could actually have some sort of nationalists of any kind just break free, it'd be awesome. Because they wouldn't be underneath the they would not be underneath the protection of France. Alright, so we're making 30 ducats a month at the moment. If it wasn't for the diplomatic expense, it'd be even better. Even with the broken alliance, it doesn't look like our colonial nations want to actually declare war. Any chance we could become friends with, see, like France is rival to Spain. Spain is rivaled with France. Spain would accept an alliance offer again, which is kind of funny. Like, I'd love to actually get friendly with Austria. Or somebody that it can actually, like, pose a threat to France. Well, we're going to stay unallied to Spain for a bit, just to see if these guys do declare independence. And if they don't, then we will consider just reallying them if I see an opportunity to get Spain to fight France again. Because we took a lot of land, and we'll take even more land in the next war, because I'll have plenty more, I'll have more claims this time around. I'm going to focus on having as many claims on the French colonies as possible. Alright, let's get those diplomats home. And we will improve Spain for a bit. Ideally, I should be a bit more, like, focused on which ones we try to get claims on. Like, I'd like to get the claims that are... Like, we need a claim on... that one. Let's cancel that and just start it over. I'd rather make sure that I'm taking provinces that I specifically want in the next war that we do. Improve the defenses of Lenap, save the people in Guatemala, or make Spain like us. No, I think we just continue to defend. I don't want to force myself to have to get that high of an opinion with Spain. That would probably require allying them again. Alright, so we want Penta something or other. Alright, and then French Louisiana. We just want to get claims on everything you own. Canada. We've already fabricated all of our claims on, but we have a truce until 90. How about French Canada? We already have claims on the only province we can reach. Alright, I guess Vinland then? Vinland has a lot of power in the nodes that I care about. Is there a specific, actually, yeah, is there a specific province that's providing you with a lot of the trade power up here? Gulf of St. Lawrence. These two. But that's owned by Canada. We'll take that in the next war. Other than that, it looks like Vinland is just getting... They've got 36 trade power, but it's just because they have a bunch of provinces. That's it. Wow, they have a lot of mercantilism too. Because are they considered a merchant republic or something? Colonial republic. I guess they automatically start with a bunch of whatever it's called. Mercantilism? Could be. Seems possible. Yeah, if you guys could go ahead and just stop rebelling, that would be great. It's just those two? Yeah. Tunis is westernized. Good for them. So the year 1685, we've got 15 plus 20, that's 35, 135 years left. We've caught up on military tech. We are getting quantity ideas. I think we need to go full, like, heavies soon, and then we need to try to create, like, a beachhead on England. Probably in Ireland somewhere. I keep calling them England, just because, you know, whatever, they're Great Britain, but I think if we can get a beachhead in Ireland, somehow manage to swing naval supremacy over them, we can take a province or two without claims, and then we can fabricate claims on a few other provinces, so that in the following war, we end up taking a bunch of, like, Scotland and stuff. And then once we have that base of operations in Great Britain, then we could possibly consider a war with France. Maybe. It would certainly not be easy, though. We have some loans. 1,300 debt. How long until these war operations go away? 91? Well, looks like Florida's about to be broken by rebels. I think I already mentioned this yesterday, but I'm going to be replacing my motherboard soon, which is going to be interesting. I hope that it makes a difference in the way that the game kind of performs. It certainly seems like there's an issue, but I don't really know if it's going to make any difference or not. Alright, anything else in Chesapeake Bay available? No, it's all been colonized. Okay. So, more trade power in Hudson Bay wouldn't really matter because it's all being pulled forward as is. We already have that important center of trade. More trade power on the Mississippi River would be nice, just so we could force the trade from here north. Still 2.5 ducats leaking out. So I guess we'll focus on colonizing this region. It's all just so low. Base tax is horrible. So we'll just colonize whatever. And perhaps we should do 5 or 6 colonies again. At least 5. That extra colonies, it's only 4 ducats a month, which is not a big deal. Let's find our smallest colony. Get another one started. I hope one guy can handle these 3,000. Probably can, but let's wait until the other armies are in position. Then we can lower maintenance again. Alright. So, these peasants, they should likely continue down to the rest of Florida. Man, so you're bankrupt and you're about to be broken by peasants. It's just not a good day for them. Nothing else we can fabricate there. Nothing on Vinland. Hassianai. I suppose we could fabricate claim on, like, Portuguese Mexico, even though we are supporting their independence right now. I will just improve relations with them. We'll fabricate 3 at a time. 3 is plenty. Alright, the next claim we want on Florida is probably going to be any other estuaries, if we don't own them. We've already got Massachusetts. Charlesfort. We want to fabricate a claim on Charlesfort, if we can reach it. Since we cannot, I'd rather fabricate claims on coastal provinces, preferably things that will give us some adjacency. So like Huatang. And then Vinland. Man, I feel like, can you imagine how much more money we'll be making when we actually pay off this damn war reparations? I feel like you should be able to start a colony without sending a colonist. That'd be nice. Just start a colony, and then, you know, send your colonists there. When do we get to attack somebody next? It's gonna be 1690, we can attack Canada. And Florida is 88, 2 years from today. Great Britain's 88. A lot of them are 88. So I think we're just going to have to kind of wait a little bit. I'd like to build more boats, but at the same time I kind of want to pay off our loans. I want to risk going down really low on maintenance, like 30%, 20%, somewhere around there. We've got all of our cores done, or paid for at least. Revolt risk is actually really low right now. Still focused on military, which does make sense because we want Tech 23 and we also want to power through these quantity ideas. We're not going to turn off colonial expansion. I do want that colonist. That's the other reason why we want to power through that. Probably better to finish the idea group before we worry about Tech into 23. Because we're probably not going to be at war for a bit. It is a pretty powerful level, though. If we do end up at war with France, and they somehow manage to get troops over here, we don't want to be fighting France when they're on 23 and we're not. That'd be pretty painful. So I guess maybe we'll have to hold off. Still, That regiment's cost would save us a lot of money. Well, a bunch of people keep on defecting to Najd. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a break here, but I do look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we will continue to focus on trying to grow and be ready for the next war. So, thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.